Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Onyx Blade. I hope you guys had a fantastic day. Hope you guys had a good last week and may this week be very good to you. And before we get on topics up to this evening, forgive me, I'm kind of a lot on my mind. In a good way though. I just want to quickly say I'm currently at 203 subscribers. I want to say a shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for all the support and your continuous support. I truly do appreciate it. But I want to touch on this real quick before I get to the topics. People are viewing my stuff, which is usual for me. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. But guys, please don't forget to leave a comment. Don't forget to leave a like. And if you really want to, share it so more people can see the video. Anyway, let's get to the first topic. Now, the first topic is something I really want to talk about. As you guys already know, sexuality. So if you don't know, watch my older videos. But anyways, one of my favorite models, Shawn Outen. What's up, Justin? Shawn Outen. He's a really successful model. I'm not sure how you guys define successful, but he's well known. He's done a lot of work. He even does artwork too. I see a lot of his art, especially during the Tumblr days. I used to reblog, whatever. He's amazing, and he's a very handsome man. And for a long time, long before the OnlyFans thing ever happened, I always wanted to see more of him. Now, mind you, Shawn Outen, as a model, he has done nude modeling as well. But the modeling he did was very tasteful. So it wasn't like, okay, it wasn't the word that was with corn. It's always very tasteful. And majority of his modeling work, he had clothes on, or only he was shirtless, but he always had something covering his downstairs. But today, he jumped the ship and made his own OnlyFans account. And I'm not gonna get into my personal life and what I do, because I don't have an OnlyFans account, obviously. But let's just say I do have a subscription account. I just don't make content on my shit. You're never gonna catch me doing no judge. Cause I love sex workers. I fully support them. So it's not like, oh, I think I'm too good for it. No, who's interested in this? No one wants to see that unless you're actually in love with me. And nor do I have that kind of energy to make that type of content. I barely have the energy to make this type of content sometimes. So, he made an OnlyFans account. So for those who are interested, the link is right in the description. You go to his Twitter, because I can't link his OnlyFans. I don't think YouTube allow that. I don't want to lose my account. But you go to his Twitter, you'll see it right in his bio. So you're 18 or older, and you want to give him a shot, it's only $10. Trust me, I know. And to me, I just want to quickly say it. I'm as a fan of Shawn Outen, because I'm find him. He is such a handsome guy. I am happy he finally doing OnlyFans, but it makes you question. And I'm not saying this as a negative way, because I'm not saying he's broke. I'm not saying he doesn't need. He needs the money. He probably decided, what? I'm a good-looking guy. Let me make some bread off my body. Nothing wrong with that. Not at all. Not in my opinion. Something wrong with it. But I always imagine him being so successful with his art and his modeling gigs that he would never have to do OnlyFans. But long as it's legit, and and people say good things about it, and if I hear good stuff about it, and enough people show interest, I will make a follow-up video just talking about. I can't get into the exact details, of course, what he does on his OnlyFans page once he gets it really started. I'm just saying, it's nice. I'm just happy he has one. My ultimate dream, and it's for my fellow gay men out there, if the model Austin Eden and model JT Torres made OnlyFans accounts, it will be truly a blessed day for us. Truly. But that's all I wanted to say real quick on Shawn Outen. I hope it does well. And I hope he puts good content out there. Especially right now, his subscription price is super affordable. It's only $10. That's nothing. That's a meal at McDonald's. You go for McDonald's, and if you want to support him, you can afford to support him. However, he does increase it, which I feel like he will. He just better put the content out there that matches whatever the subscription price is going to go up to in the near future. That's if he's not trying to do a quick cash grab, maybe keep it for a month or two and just close down his account. Now, the next topic I want to get to is about my girl Skai Jackson and her recent issue with Solange Knowles' son, and which is Beyonce's nephew, Juelz. I don't know Juelz' last name. I don't think it's Knowles. I think it's something else. It's whoever Solange married and he had him with. But anyways, Skai Jackson had briefly dated Solange's son. She was 17 at the time. He was 15. Nothing wrong with that. And I'm going to cover the age thing in a minute because some asshole was trying to compare Skai Jackson to R. Kelly. First of all, to the asshole who did that shit, she was 17 years old fucking with a 15-year-old. There's nothing perverted, even pedo, like with a 17-year-old messing with a 15-year-old. They're both minors. Now, let's common sense. Skai Jackson would turn 18 before Juelz would even turn 16. Duh. But I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me, and I'm going to say this proudly. Even they were still seeing each other, they're not. And I'm going to get into why in a few seconds. An 18-year-old dating a 16-year-old, to me, is nothing wrong with that. They're both teenagers. Yes, the 18-year-old is legal on paper. But 18-year-old ain't that different from no 17-year-old. They both have the same mindset. They're both pretty much still immature. The only thing is the 18-year-old old enough to get their own apartment, to work a full-time job, to attend college, and whatever, and to drive their own car. They don't need mommy and daddy to hold their hands no more. But just because they're legal doesn't mean 18-year-old should not have to date only other 18-year-olds, 25-year-olds, or whatever. I personally would rather 18-year-olds still mess with a 16, 17-year-old since they're right in the same mind frame than feel like, oh, I'm 18 now, I gotta go fuck with only 25-year-olds or older, or like, no. It's not like Skai was freaking 20 when she was messing around with a 15-year-old boy. That's been disgusting. Whatever that is going to have to wait. I'm on live right now. But if Skai Jackson was only 17 years old when she started dating Juelz, there's nothing wrong with that. Doesn't make her a pedo. Doesn't even make her weird. The only thing that she did wrong was cheat on him. And that's what's going to get to the next thing. Now, much I adore Skai Jackson. I've been a fan of her. I'm still a fan. I follow her on Twitter. Skai Jackson, I don't approve of anyone cheating in a relationship. If you're unhappy in a relationship, just leave. But how Juelz responded to Skai Jackson cheating on him is what made the situation really messy. So, okay, Skai cheated on him. You know what? The boy got his feelings hurt. He is a young man. And I'm not going to bash him because he was a child when he did this. But what he did was very wrong. Juelz then leaked tape. Mind you, this is why you're not supposed to record yourself doing certain activities, because you never know what someone would do with that kind of stuff should things go south between you and that person. So Skai and Juelz, you know, like a lot of teenagers, they fooled around. They did you use your imagination, use common sense. They did, the deed. So Juelz, pissed off that, his girlfriend at the time cheated on him, puts out a video to the public, leaks it. First, he tried to give it to this blogger, in which you guys want more information on that, look at the other link into the description, which is to Impress's channel. She covered the whole topic as well. That's what actually inspired me to talk about this. She covered the topic between Juelz and Skai Jackson, and she did a fantastic job, by the way. So if you guys get lost listening to me, just check her out. But anyways, now back to it. So bitter that his girlfriend cheated on him, Juelz first hits up this blogger that, I had this tape of Skai Jackson in a compromising position. And that's all I'm going to say like that. Thanks, Justin. I appreciate you, man. So, the blogger like, whoa. She's a minor in this video, which she is. They're both were minors at this time, by the way. Skai Jackson was a minor. So like, young man, they're like pretty much to the Juelz, like, look, we're not going to support this. We're not putting this out there because Skai Jackson is a minor. The blog even contacted Skai Jackson, let her know, look, your ex-boyfriend sent this video of you in a very compromising position. And so they tell Skai, look, but we're not going to put it out there in the public, which they don't. They did not leak it at all. They really did not leak it. They kept it quiet. But now Juelz still pissed off with Skai Jackson because he wants revenge. He's on, this bitch cheated on me. I'm on full fucking revenge mode. So he finds his own unique way between him and his friends, allegedly his friends, but definitely him. He puts out the video, leaks it on the internet of Skai Jackson in a compromising position. So now it's blowing down, and people know it's Juelz because prior to that situation happening, there was a picture back when Skai Jackson was dating Juelz. Skai was sitting on top of Juelz. Juelz was shirtless, and Skai Jackson wearing like very light clothing was sitting on top of Juelz's shoulders, like a lot of boyfriends and girlfriends do in relationships. And then, a blogger asked Juelz on his Instagram, my bad. I forget about Instagram sometimes. Instagram, about him and Skai Jackson. And he plays all like, oh, I don't really care about her. It's not that serious. Yeah, I messed with her back then, da-da-da-da-da. But he already gave off that I'm the bitter ex energy. And don't get me wrong, being cheated on is not fun. But how he did it was fucked up. And now what he did was bad because what he did was revenge, the word that rhymes with corn. That is illegal. Just because you have a falling out with someone, you're not allowed to leak a video of them doing something non-safe for work. That is illegal. And don't get me wrong, I feel for the young man for getting cheated on. Skai shouldn't have done that. But Juelz screwed up badly by leaking that tape of Skai Jackson in a compromising position. Because it was all over Twitter and everything. Thank God I did not see the video, nor did I want to, because I'm not no fucking pervert. I do not want to see Skai Jackson in a compromising position. Even as a grown woman, I wouldn't want to see that. But at least if I saw her 18 or older, she's an adult. But I'm not trying to look at no video of no damn child in a compromising position. That's sick. And people who intentionally want to see that video, y'all are fucking weird. I gotta say, you saw it by accident, or God forbid, a friend showed it to you, like, hey man, look at this, and you didn't know what you were looking at. I'm sorry for you. But you intentionally knew it was a video like that, and you wanted to see it, you're fucking sick. That's the problem with this world. Y'all look at children thinking it's fresh meat and just want to get all grabby with them. And it's like, that's weird. Who wants to see a video of a minor in that kind of position? But so that's what happened. And now, not only what Juelz did was illegal, it's now solely it now looks, if it reflected poorly on his mother, which is Solange Knowles, and his aunt, who is Beyonce Knowles. So now people are wondering, what kind of home training does Juelz get? Why would he do that? And I'm going to say this real quick. I don't blame Solange at all. I definitely don't blame Beyonce. She's just his aunt. But I don't blame Solange, because as someone who has 3 younger brothers, stepbrothers as well, stepsisters, I know a parent could raise their child one way, but at a certain age, I'm glad you didn't see it, Justin, because to me, it wouldn't have brought me to tears. It would disgust me. I don't want to see that. But I know that a parent could raise their child one way, and the child could just go left. The child could do their own thing. And let's be real, good or bad parenting, at a certain age, a person is smart enough, let's say you're mentally handicapped, smart enough to know what's right and what's wrong. So Solange could have been the best damn mother in the world. But Juelz decided, he was pissed off at Skai Jackson. He made that decision. Solange didn't make that decision. Beyonce didn't make that decision. His father didn't make that decision. Jay-Z didn't make that decision. Juelz made that decision despite Skai by putting that video out there on the internet. That was no one's fault but his. But unfortunately, because people like the judge, people instead of pointing fingers at, oh, that 15-year-old boy, now 16, 17, I believe he's 16 now, did something really inappropriate by leaking a tape of his then girlfriend in a compromising position. Let's go blame his mother. Let's go blame his aunt. Beyonce didn't leak that tape. That was all Juelz. But unfortunately, because that's Solange's son, Beyonce's nephew, they're going to get backlash for that, and they deserve none of it, and it's unfair. That's why I get so mad when, children do fucked up things, and the parents got to suffer for it. It's because, oh, that's your child, so your child fucks up, you got to eat it. Yeah, to a fair degree, a parent does take that on, but it's unfair to me that the parent is looked like they fucked up when their child who's sound-minded did something bad. So now between Skai's mother, who I believe is her manager, just in general, Skai's an adult woman, her mom is still very much in her life and, helps her with her career and stuff. They're not going to sit down with Solange and settle this out, because honestly, this is bad. Skai could take Juelz to court, and if she decides to make this a real issue, Juelz could possibly face jail time. Now, me personally, I don't think she's going to take that far. They're going to settle out of court, because what's probably happening now. Skai's mother probably contacted Solange to, look, your son did this really fucked up thing to my daughter by putting this tape out there, which could affect her career, possibly. So before we go to the big courts, let's go to the small courts and let's settle this. And you deal with talk to your son about this shit. That's what's obviously what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be a big issue. I think they're going to handle this quietly. But yes, I do want to say that that's not because I'm a fan of Skai Jackson that I'm defending her more than I'm defending Juelz. Because I get it. I can, in a fucked up part of me, Juelz want to be benched, but he went about it the wrong way. Honestly, he could just have badmouthed Skai Jackson, spilled a little bit of her tea without, putting that kind of tape out there. He wanted to get back at her. Because I don't approve of anyone cheating. If you're unhappy relationship, just leave the relationship. Unless God forbid your boyfriend, your girlfriend's holding you prisoner, you gotta get the cops and friends involved to escape that. Bro. Pray to God you're not in that kind of situation. But that was just young love, and teenagers do dumb things. That's why even now I'm not like furious at Juelz. I don't think Juelz is a bad person for what he did. He did a dumb thing out of anger. He is a child. But what he did was illegal. What he did is against the law. You cannot, no matter you fall with anybody, you cannot put bench corn out there. I'm saying corn because I know you guys obviously know the word I'm really trying to say. But I just don't want to say it on YouTube. You bench corn out there on his ex. So I hope that situation gets settled down. And, hopefully Juelz learned his lesson. And my girl Skai Jackson learned her lesson because that's not cool. If you're in an unhappy relationship, just leave. Do not go cheat on somebody. That shit is not cool at all. But I still love you, Skai Jackson. You my girl. But next time, your next relation, don't be like that. And lastly, I cannot say this enough. If you're going to do something that's sexual on camera, make sure you keep it to yourself. Keep it on your phone only. Because if someone else has that, they could possibly use that against you. Not that I think you should, but sometimes people be feeling themselves. They record themselves either playing with themselves down there or just behind naked. That's, as an adult, that is your prerogative. You should not do that at all as a kid because that goes out. It's considered child porn. But as an adult, you choose to do that. That's fine. But be careful because that goes into one person's hands. It can be used against you, and that's not going to be good at all. Unless you really don't give a rat's ass. Then, more power to you. And then next thing I want to talk about, because this live is almost over, was it meant to be a long one? I just want to really talk about my boy Shawn Outen real quick. And then talk about a little bit about Skai Jackson and Juelz situation. My brother Josh asked me to talk about the processing of me making videos. And honestly, I'll be a liar to say it's like a big thing because right now, my only setup really is just my Chromebook. Sometimes I make videos off my cheap ass Samsung phones because I'm not trying to spend money on a $1,000 iPhone like my friend Aliza does. But the process mainly for me really is more make sure I'm mentally ready to talk. My speech doesn't get in the way because I'm a grown ass man. As a child, I used to go to speech therapy a lot, even as a teenager, until one day I quit because my speech therapist at the time, her name was Jennifer Reed. I loved her. She's an amazing person. I wasn't ready to speak to other people. I love my Samsung Galaxy, Justin. I do. It does everything I needed to do and more. But a lot of people look down on Samsung users. But motherfucker, you want me to get an iPhone so bad? Buy it for me. Pay my bill. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. That's how I feel about it. But I love my Samsung phone. And I'm going to get me another one when I get my tax refund. Because I need to upgrade this one. This phone right here, I love it. But it's on my last damn nerves. Because until recently, this phone used to shut down on me out of the fucking blue. And I had to take nearly a half an hour to make it come back on. Because this is my main phone. I have two phones. This is my main phone. And this is my my phone I use to make YouTube content with. Or just to fuck around on Twitter and Facebook. But anyways, now get back to what I'm saying. The main process of me making a YouTube video, whether it's gaming stuff, make sure it's something I enjoy making first and foremost. Because I cannot always make a video that's going to be make everybody happy. That's impossible. And I can't be well, I need to play this game because people like that. Or I need to do that because people like that. Or I need to talk about that because people like that. No. This channel, first and foremost, is to express my creativity. I want to go back to my life story, but before I met my friends Mitchell, Jennifer, and then Miss Anna and Eliza, and then more. I was a very closed-off person, shy. I was bullied a lot. I was teased about my sexuality, the way I talked, the way I dressed. And, you know, I had very shit confidence in myself. But as I got older, you know, my self-esteem started building up thanks to Mitchell, Jennifer, my godson Antonio, Miss Anna, Eliza, and it's everybody else who was around me. And, of course, mainly my mother. My self-esteem started building up. And, you know, as I got older and older, because back then I was like 14, 15 years old, YouTube was my escape. I used to watch hours of people playing Street Fighter, Mugen, Tekken, Dead or Alive, Virtual Fighters, watching various cartoon shows on YouTube. YouTube was my escape because I was not very happy with myself in the real world, pretty much. Like they're going to school. That's why I ended up dropping out of high school at 17 or that good jazz and started just working right away. Thank God for my first boss, Maggie, who I'm still friends with to this day, for giving me a job at such a young age. Because I hated school. I just wanted to work, make money, and just whatever. You know, I eventually went to Hannock, got my GED, and now I'm just currently working. So, you know, and YouTube was that escape for me. And, you know, if I had the confidence I had now, that I had for like the past couple of years, I would have been started YouTube. But I didn't like myself. I hated myself. People made me feel like I was worthless. I felt like I was worthless. I wanted to die. And, you know, overall, I just, you know, existed. But now, as I got older, came more happy with myself. Don't get me wrong. I still fight depression. Thanks, Justin. And I appreciate your support, man. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you actually like listening to me. I appreciate that a lot. Wish more of my friends would come through when I do these streams. But it's okay. So, you know, I didn't like myself. And YouTube is one of my biggest outlets. And, you know, now, thank you, Justin. I know that now, but I'm saying to myself back then. So now, but thank you, Justin. But now, as I'm confident, you know, I want to express myself more because you never know how much time a person has left on this world. I don't know. Tomorrow's my time is up. 2 years from now, 2,000 years from now. But you never know. So I want to express myself while I'm alive and show people a little bit into my world. And I'm not going to tell my whole life story on YouTube. No one does. At least I hope not. But I want to share me with the world. At least those who are interested in seeing me, listening to me. Whether I do a Street Fighter video, a Tekken video, playing Ages of Mayhem, putting out my art stuff, which I need to do a video on that later this week because I have more commissions coming through, or just doing a chat with Onyxe Blade. And I know I'm not the most entertaining person in the world, the most coolest, the most badass person in the world, but I hear that we continue to. My mom said recently to me when I visited her last time that a person that in her opinion, that person doesn't really know that she feels that a person doesn't really know themselves until they're like about 35 years old. And you know, and when she first said it to me, I'm like, damn, well, I think I know myself pretty well. But you know, I'm still young and I still have a lot of growing to do. So, you know, I feel like 35 years old is a good age to really know what kind of person you're gonna be and to really know what you like and you don't like. So actually, I thought what she said a little bit more, and I absolutely agree with her. I think 35 years old is like the age where I guess a person genuinely knows themselves. But now, getting back to overall, this is why I started my YouTube stuff, and this is the process. I wanted to express my creativity, big or small. That's why sometimes I do the little videos on my phone. Sometimes I do my lives like I'm doing now. And or other times I play Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, because little fact about me, you know, I did have the best relationship with my dad. I love my father very much. My dad brought me up playing fighting games. So no matter what, I could be 75 years old. I'm going to love fighting games. But as I got older, I was, especially like the last 2 years, I don't want to just keep playing fighting games. So I started exploring other types of games too. Now, usually it doesn't work out. Like recently, I spent $30 on Tony Hawk for nothing. That game was a waste of my time. But you know, at least I'm not mad. At least I tried something new, and $30 didn't put me in a hole. It was disappointing and didn't enjoy the game. But moving on, this is like pretty much my process of making a video. Not to sound like a broken record and keep rambling. I like to put stuff out there that speaks to me, that expresses me as a person. That's honestly my thought process when it comes to making a video. It's like, once I feel like, Onyxe, I like the video. It doesn't matter if I get 3 views, 1,300 views, 1,000 views, 5 views. Only I ask you guys, if you guys view myself, please leave likes. And sometimes leave a comment and share it. But other than that, just watch what you like and enjoy it. And if as time goes on, I hope I get better and better and better until I can make a little side money off YouTube while maintaining a regular job. And speaking about my job, my boss told me today that my schedule is going to change again. Currently, I work 9 in the morning to 3 o'clock, which is 6 hours a day. I love it. But now I'm doing the reverse of that. Because a coworker of mine who I really like a lot, his name is Ace. He's about to leave, which I'm disappointed. But you got to do what's best for you. I'm not going to be working from 1 in the afternoon to 8 o'clock at night, which I actually love that too, because it allows me to sleep more during the daytime. You better not, Justin. I'm holding you to that. I don't want to go Hollywood. I'm not trying to be Hollywood. I don't want to be the next Markiplier, the next Own Record, the next Jazzy Gunn. I want to be Onyx Blade. But I do want to get enough subscribers where YouTube will start paying me for having the subscribers. Because I can't make a living off YouTube. I know that. And I'm not even trying to. But I think make YouTube as a side hustle or even as a hobby. That's all this wants to be to me. I'm not looking to make a career off YouTube. I'm really not. But if it gives me, if it gives me extra money in the bank, or whatever, just help me get more attention throughout the internet, where it give me more opportunities in life. That's good enough for me. But that's pretty much the process when I go make a video, guys. And Joshua, you're watching this part. I hope I answer any questions, or just hit me up on Facebook later on if you have additional questions, bro. Anyways, I want to end this live. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Love you guys. Justin, you're number one, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you more than words can describe. And don't forget my Cellar Venus video. I'm looking forward to that too. Anyways, peace. Take care, guys. Bye.